Wildfires in Hawaii and California, hurricanes and flooding in Florida. Extreme weather is causing more and more insurance companies to flee entire states.
It's balancing the cost of insurance, the affordability, with the fact that, we have a for-profit insurance market. There are solutions, but not to this overall dilemma. Costs are going to increase. Others will be more or less uninsurable. The loss still occurs. It's just that it's borne totally by the property owner.
So what options do property owners have when the threat of climatic disaster causes them to lose their home insurance?
Policies cannot be canceled immediately. Every state requires advance notice if an insurance company is going to what's called non-renew. That means at the end of that period, we will not offer you insurance. If you get such a notice, there's a number of things to do. If you work with an insurance agent, contact them. Often insurance companies, well, they're not going to insure you because they don't want to. They have often better information than they used to. Every state has an insurance department with an insurance commissioner that's either appointed by the governor, such as Florida, or by a committee, or sometimes elected, like California. There's a ton of free information on these websites. You don't have to look too hard to find it, but you got to think, what am I going to do? You have to take that step.
If a homeowner has exhausted their search for property coverage in the private market, state insurance departments offer specialized coverage plans at high premiums.
Unless you're in these programs, it's unlikely you know they exist, and why would you? These plans are set up when the free market doesn't provide enough access to affordable insurance. These are often called insurers or markets of last resort. They're almost always going to be more expensive. The reason for that is they're taking risks that the private insurers simply don't feel that they can profitably underwrite. Your homeowner's policy does not cover floods. After every storm, there is always a large percentage of people who didn't know, I thought my homeowners would cover it. It almost never does. Flood insurance, you have to purchase it from the National Flood Insurance Program. So the bad news is flood insurance rates are going up. That's not really, I don't think, due to mismanagement. It's just that the premiums they're allowed to charge are far less than some of the losses they've had to pay.
Homeowners can combat costly premiums and looming risks of natural disaster through land management that makes their property more resilient.
There's a lot of work being done on mitigation. How can you make your property more resilient to natural catastrophes that are going to occur? You obviously can't prevent the storm, but there are ways, and some of them are not that expensive, some of them are more, in which how you build a house can go a long way to reducing the damages when a storm occurs. And some states mandate if homeowners take these steps, they have to receive a premium credit.